Giovanni, congratulations on a tough victory tonight. Could you give us your thoughts on the match?
Well, very, very pleasing, of course, when you win 3 points. I think we started well. Again, with a lot of energy, with a lot of threat going forward. So that was very positive. We didn't create, I think, any really big moments in that moment. Only think from a corner kick with Antonio. But then again, you have to be patient. Second half, I think we did much better in, especially the final third, because we knew when we were in that final third, we had to make the runs and have, numbers in the box to try to create chances. I think the example of the goal with Malik and the cross from the left, I think was perfect. We had all positions well taken in the 18-yard box, so I'm really pleased with that. We tried to score the second goal, but really pleasing because we kept the 0 and won the game. Especially first half was not easy because we were attacking and always had the threat of the two strikers in transition moments with Ginelli and Shankland. So we did that. I think we defended it really well, and but overall pleased. I think we gave everything. We kept the energy, and also the players who came into the pitch gave us that extra energy to push even more. And so I'm really happy that we got the 3 points today.
What you said there about the second half, it was noticeable that the team began to play more in and around the Hearts box and created better chances because of that. Was that something you said to them at half time, to maybe stop with the crossing from deep and go more?
Well, of course, because if you as a team, who sits a little bit deeper and try to win the ball and go in transition moments, you could see that from the beginning, and so every time it took long for us to. We had ball possession, but when you have ball possession against the deep block, then you go from left to right, and the speed is not correct, then it's easy for them to defend. And the second half we did much better to play more direct in making the runs and passing forward and try to create your own space. I think we did a much better second half and created also big chances.
Aware of the pressure that yourself and the players were under tonight, just how big did it feel to get those 3 points?
Well, of course it's big, big points, especially after the game we lost in the weekend. So it's that's very pleasing. First of all for the team, for the club to get the win and 3 points, and I think that's all that matters at the moment.
Giovanni, wonderful moment by Ryan Kent for the goal. He's somebody that's maybe been struggling a wee bit with confidence and form. Is that what you say to him? This is what you're capable of. You took 3 players on. You've made the goal. That's got to be the confidence builder for him?
Well, it should be. I know I'm talking a lot with him. He has so much strength, and I think today second half he was much more threat from Ryan. We all know what he's capable of. I think I said to him, the quicker you go to the goal, the better for the team, and that's what he did well in the second half. But pleasing because, he kept working hard and give the energy to try to create chances, and that's very important as a forward.
You said yesterday that the way to build from this is to win, just to win. You got that win tonight. Is that a case now of saying to the players, that's your block, let's push and progress and keep building? Important game on Saturday, and then break, and it's all about little steps to get where we need to be.
No, of course, it's a very short day, so our recovery starts already now. When the players, they need to eat well, rest well, make sure they have in optimal condition on Saturday to play against St Mirren, and end this first period with a win, and then take a break.
Giovanni, Malik Tillman scored the decisive goal tonight. I think last week or the week before, John Lundstrom talked about the importance of being patient with a young player. Just perhaps you could talk about what he can give to the team, especially going against teams that sit in, because he has the talent to break teams down.
Yeah, of course. He's. I think he's a big talent. That's why we have him here. I think, especially with young players, the only thing they lack is they, on a certain level, they always goes like a little bit like this. The talent is normal because of their age, I think he's doing well. Of course, heard the news yesterday and today he's not in the World Cup squad. So for a young player, it's very a very hard moment to take. That's why I spoke to the team as well. It's disappointments you have in life, in your career as a player. And then you have to turn that into something positive, to work even harder. And that's what they all did today. Was not the only one. James Sands not called up, Cholak not called up, Matondo not called up. So for them it's a difficult moment. For Borna not, because he's got called up. So I'm really happy he's going. But mentally you have to be strong as well. And I think his performance today, was very, very good. And of course, he was the match winner.
And you mentioned James Sands. You took him off at half time. Was that a tactical decision, or was there a?
No, he had a little knock, so hopefully he will be fine for Saturday, and so we had to take him off. Yeah.
Giovanni, in terms of your own personal emotions at this time, is there a feeling of relief just that you finally got that win that may ease some pressure?
Well, I'm a coach, who always speak about the club, the team, and less, for my own personal, So I'm really happy with the win today. First of all for the club, for my team, for the players, for everyone involved in this club, and I always put myself behind the queue, and that's in my character. So, but of course I'm happy also for myself that we won today, but only as last person.
How pleased were you with the impact the squad might make in game?
Well, very positive. I think Robbie had a difficult game. I think he's his contribution could have been better, and that's why I changed him for Scott. I think he was very positive when he came in. You see already this first touch, you created already a chance. So I think that helped him to give confidence. But the threat he had on the right was very positive. So that's also what you want. You start with a first 11, but if you have players who come in and also give you the performances which I think my players can, that's also very positive.
Giovanni, when you brought your subs on tonight, it looked as if they brought more energy to the squad. Just how impressed were you with them?
Well, very, very, because I think that the game needed it. I think especially with, I think we took Cholak off, after the goal. And of course, Scott Arfield came in, so we put John as a 6, and he played as an 8. So very positive, because especially if you have in a very period where you play so many games, and you have to change, and once you change, they have to give the energy and also the intensity, and then I think they all did.
Last one, Mark.
In terms of the substitutions you made late on, Kamara and Alfie, Kamara don't think he put a foot wrong. Alfie had 5 chances in about 8 minutes. Apart from, obviously Kamara's had injury problems, does that give you a thought for the weekend, or are you quite content to start with roughly the same team?
Of course, you want to have as much players available as you can, and also have the ability to change. Glenn had a knock on his ankle. He's now fit again. Ryan Jack is in training, and hopefully after the break we get more players back. So I think that's also beneficial to the team where you have players back. Because you can use more players. It's very important when you are playing so many games, and I think Kamara had a really good sub, and Morales as well. He could have scored also on the score sheet, so that's very positive.
Hi John, very quickly. I was just going to ask you on the injuries. Do you know how many players are definitely going to be back for when the team return after the World Cup? Yeah?
Definitely no. I hope all of them are back.